Alrighty, we're back on the trail. It's June the 30th, Friday morning. Kind of a late start. I had to pack up the stuff in rain. It's been rain off and on since 5 o'clock this morning. But it's just been a light rain when it does. No downpours or anything. So, but still, gotta watch the roots and the rocks. They're all slick, even slicker when it's wet. But we're almost to the halfway point of Virginia. And then I'll have to switch maps on my app to Northern Virginia. But it's kind of cool. Just about halfway up Virginia. I think it's the difference between the maps. 18 miles. I think Northern Virginia is a little bit longer on the map than Southern Virginia. But I've been getting some good pictures of a few things and trying to put the mileage behind me, get to Harper's Ferry. That'll be the halfway point of the Appalachian Trail. Hopefully the trail is somewhat good today, instead of strewn with scree and rock boulders and massive hills. It shouldn't be too bad as hills. I looked at the profile. Not too many hills, but it's the undergrowth. Oh my gosh, the grasses get so thick you can't see the trail until you actually part it with a stick or step there with your foot. So constantly finding boulders and rocks and roots, and it makes it really hard to see if there's a rattlesnake there sucking up the warmth. So it just slows you way down when you can't see the trail, when the grass has got it covered. Other than that, it hasn't been too bad. I'm hoping to make 20 miles today. That's depending on the terrain and how slick it is. And if the weather stays, somewhat decent, as far as, no downpours and stuff like that. But this is what you gotta deal with in the rain. It's just gotta take it with the sunny days. We had 2 great days of sun, or 3 days of sun. 3 days of sunshine, warm temperatures, even warm at night. Don't even need to use the quilt at night. But I'm gonna get back to paying attention to the trail. See if I can find any cool photo ops like this one right here. There's a newt. Ain't he cute? They come out and I'm scurrying around, and they'll scurry underneath the leaves. They're there, they're all there, but when it rains and gets the upper environment of their world wet, then they'll come out and run around the paths and on the leaves and out looking for the bugs and stuff that they eat. But Yeah, my first newt of the day. Probably see a dozen more before it's all over with, unless the sun pops out. It looks like it's trying to pop out. It doesn't look like it's going to be a horrific rain day. If it is, well, just have to keep pushing on, but at a slower pace. So I'll get back to it. See if I can find any cool photo ops. And scenery places. But and this is a pretty remote section of the trail right here. This forest. I'm trying to get up to the Triple Crown. That's Tinker's Mountains, the Dragon's Tooth, and McGathy Overlook, or McGathy's Knob. That has a stretch of rock that sticks out. Everybody gets their picture taken there. It's the most photographed section of the trail. Actually, it's the most photographed mountain on the trail. So I'm really looking forward to seeing that. So adios for a bit. So I'll get back to business of looking where I'm going to place my feet. But the trail hasn't been too bad. So I'll keep my eye peeled out for some interesting scenes to take a picture of. Like this. This would be awesome right here to stealth camp in. Right here. Open, no brush. Less likely to get a chance of ticks. You can see something coming. You just have to beware of any widow makers dropping on you. And that doesn't matter if you're pitching a tent in this area or a hammock. But this is cool. So until something interesting comes up, I'll go back to navigating the trail. I've been going in and out of West Virginia and Virginia. So there's 4 states covered, 4 states down. Just these 10 to go. And I'm trying to get to Pennsylvania as fast as possible. So we'll see what happens there and how really rocky it is. I hear a lot of it's fear-mongering. It's not that bad. Sure, you have to slow down a little bit because there is some rocks, but it's flatter and no tree roots to worry about in most places. So we'll check it out. Now I want to get to Harper's Ferry. That's going to be a big highlight right there, halfway. Catch you later. Princess Pine. A sea of Princess Pine. Ain't that cool? Keebler House. In a farmer's field. But yeah, this is cool. The Sea of Princess Pine. This is the biggest patch I've seen since been on the trail. It goes on. pretty much forever. I've been running into it since that last little ridge right over there. But this is humongous. Awesome.